darkness was mine. Didn't know it was there the whole time. Secret I told you long ago. Back from the dead, out of control.
What's going on, everybody? Macromaster coming at you. Today is Thursday, April 2nd, 2026. Yes, I looked at the clock, so I'm not going to give it to myself there. Today I'm going to be playing some Minecraft Bedrock Edition, continuing to build up my base and my tram system. Without further ado, let's get into the game. Alrighty. I hope everybody had a okay April Fool's Day. Nothing too extreme as far as pranks. I myself had a pretty quiet day. Nothing too much going on other than, playing my Guild Wars 2 stream. Yesterday did mark the first day of me going back to 2 hours per stream. Just to let y'all know that that's what's going to be happening. Last month there was just a lot of craziness that required me to not be streaming for a full hour, for the full 2 hours. So I cut back to an hour per stream. But now we're going back to 2 hours. Except for the end of this month, I'm gonna have an appointment that is at 8:30 a.m., which is going to require me to not stream for the full 2 hours. So beyond that. But, I did want to thank Miriam Deals for swinging by and chatting earlier. When I go to take my first break and then I come back from that break, I'll make sure to have at least my LinkTree in chat, if not the actual Discord link. But yeah, if any of y'all are interested in joining my Discord, which I am in the process of evaluating Discord alternatives, because of, all the hubbub of what's going on with Discord and privacy concerns. So yeah, but once I find an appropriate replacement that jives with my goals and interests and, just gives me the general not privacy concern heebie-jeebies, I will let y'all know. And I will make sure to change up the link in my LinkTree. Alright, let's go to creative. So I can grab the extra pickaxe and then go back to survival. All right. Now we set up for the next one. But yeah, I'm aware that a lot of people are now becoming more wary of allowing Discord to have their personal information. So I'm going to try and find a Discord alternative that matches my vibes and has some of the same groups that I am a part of on Discord. Just because I don't want to miss out on some of the groups like Wounded Warrior Project, Seattle Online Broadcasters Association, some of the other groups that I belong to. I'm going to keep Discord because there are some groups that I just cannot let go of for various reasons. Like the fact that the one company that runs the Yu-Gi-Oh! Remote duels, for the most part, I cannot drop Discord because they run the remote duels exclusively on Discord. I really wish that they would look for someone else to somewhere else to do that with, but given that Konami is refusing to give up Twitter for their announcements, until that happens, I'm just gonna have to stick with Discord for remote duels. And there's other groups that I need to use Discord for. But as far as my personal, community, I will be looking for a alternative. Until that time, my personal community Discord will remain active. Nobody's ever joined it, so I mean, it doesn't really make a difference at this point, but if I shut it down or not. But it is still active as of right now, at least until I can find a alternative that meets my needs. But anyway, okay, Blizzard, I'm getting sick of you popping up notifications, especially when Windows is supposed to have notifications silenced. Alright. But that's, it's one reason why I am looking to, at least for my mobile setup, I'm looking to switch from Windows to Mac. As soon as I'm able to get a MacBook Pro, I am definitely going to do so. I considered a MacBook Neo, but it's just not powerful enough for my needs. And then I was like, okay, well, then maybe I could just go with an M5 MacBook Pro, because I don't want to get something used. I definitely want to get the latest, just for future proofing needs. But I'm like, maybe I could get just a regular M5 MacBook Pro. I'm like, no, because if with a regular M5 MacBook Pro, I would not be able to use the 3 external display setup I'm also looking to get. It's really cool. It's like a Sidetrack Trio, but it's three extra monitors, not just 2, and it's got one on either side, and it's got one on top. And the one that's on top can spin around or can fold all the way down, so that it makes it perfect for doing D&D sessions, where I could have like a initiative tracker on the screen for my players. I can push detailed region maps. Obviously, I don't want to run battle maps on there. I want to have the battle maps physical, but regional maps, so that my players can be like, okay, well, we're here and we need to get there, so we need to go this in on this direction. Or if I want to push magic items or pictures of magic items or clues for different different puzzles and whatnot that my players need to know. I can push that to the top screen and just spin it around so that my players can see it. And I'm super excited about that. I'm basically turning the MacBook Pro that I plan on getting into a digital DM screen. And yeah, it's just going to be a really sweet looking rig, and I can't wait to show you guys. But, you know, I have to wait for the VA to finish their pardon my language, dicking around with my disability appeal before I can afford to get that upgraded mobile setup. I'm also going to get a new webcam for this setup so that I can take this webcam, because I'm currently rocking a Logitech C920. I'm hoping to get a Logitech Brio. And the reason why I'm sticking with Logitech for my home studio is because, it seamlessly works with my studio lighting, which as of right now is just one Litra beam. I am also planning on getting a couple extra Litra beams, just because I like the light. I like how granular you can get with the settings, and I like the fact that it integrates well with the Logitech webcam, so that when my webcam activates, the lights turn on. So that's one reason why I'm doing that. But that, again, has to wait until the VA finishes dicking around with my disability appeal, which I recently learned the financial hardship flag was not active on my appeal, and that's why instead of my appeal status being that it's finishing up and I should be getting the money any day now, apparently it was in the it's gonna be a couple of weeks queue before we even get around to writing the draft for the opinion. And it's like, wow, that just... So this whole time I've been thinking and planning on, okay, next week it's going to come at the end, or the decision's going to come at the end of this week. So next week I'm going to be able to start doing things like making the appointment with the ID card office down at Joint Base Lewis McChord, so I can get my base access IDs, and then going to the... It's actually a very involved process, but basically I have to make the appointment with the ID card office. Then when I get there, day of the appointment, I have to stop at the visitor center and get a temporary pass. And then once I get the temporary pass, I am able to get onto the base so that I can get to the ID card office, so I can get my base access ID, And then once I get my base access ID, I can go back to the visitor center so that they can activate it in the visitor center system. And then once that's done, I get base access where I can go onto the base. I can shop at the commissary and the exchange, which will definitely help with my household groceries and day-to-day expenses. You know, new clothes, new shoes, cleaning supplies, especially cleaning supplies, given that once my disability comes in, I'm also going to be heading immediately to SSVF, which is a program here in Western Washington that helps veterans that are in a housing crisis, whether that's, being behind on rent or needing to move to a new location. SSVF is able to help veterans with that. And so I'm going to be immediately going to SSVF and looking at getting a new apartment closer to JBLM so that I don't have to worry about long commutes just to be able, hour-long commutes just to be able to get to the grocery store or to fill up the gas tank in the car. But, that also has to be done and has to wait until I have my VA disability properly disability rating properly assigned. So a lot of my plans rely on that alone, not even the pay, but the actual disability rating. I also have been trying to get help through VRNE, which is a program that helps veterans whose disabilities might be preventing them from, being able to work a regular job, get help with employment and stuff. And, so that kind of relies a lot on my rating being correct in the system. And so that also has to wait, and it's just, and then you finally get to my actual disability pay, which will allow me to afford a better apartment in a different neighborhood where I don't have inconsiderate neighbors that are blasting music at all hours of the day and night with no consideration for the fact that they have a military veteran with severe PTSD and anxiety and autism-related auditory sensitivities. And it's just like, they don't care. They just blast their music. And it's like, wow, this is... And so I need to get out of here, but can't afford to do it until I have the money. But once I have that money, man, my debts will be paid off. I even have this plan where instead of paying off all of my credit card debt all at once, I'm going to do it gradually over the course of a couple of months. And I have my stepmom, her husband, and my wife and me are going on a Alaskan cruise, and I wanted to have the mobile studio gear, or at least some of it, to be able to film some travel vlog content for YouTube, so that and TikTok and social media in general. But can't do that. Well, I mean, I can, but it's just, I was kind of hoping to have the mobile studio gear for that before that to make it a little bit easier. As of right now, I mean, I could do the travel vlog stuff with just my GoPro and my Windows laptop, but my Windows laptop isn't as good as an M5 Pro MacBook Pro. I was even looking to get the 14-inch just to save a couple of bucks and make it a little more portable. But we'll see how that goes. We are actually coming up on the first ad break. Let me get this set up here. Huh. What do you know? Alright, we're all set up. I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break, run some ads. When I come back, we're going to have a quick word from my sponsor, W Energy, and then we are going to keep going. Oh, and when I come back, I will make sure to have, at the very least, my LinkTree, if not my full Discord link, in chat for you guys. So, back in 5 minutes. Don't go nowhere. Waypoint torches so that I can find my way around my mine. Or there. Once I am done with this section. The reason why I wait when I uncover some vein of ore is because I want to make sure that everything that I intended to with the Yu-Gi-Oh player base. But I did get some people that were interested in participating. They just weren't able to participate last night. So I'm going to try again next Thursday. And I did get some people. 5. Shoot. You know what? Not a big deal. I'll just worry about the redstone. Basically, since there's no such thing as taxi flights or taxi rides in Minecraft, I'm basically creating a taxi ride of sorts, an automated travel system that, unfortunately, Minecraft doesn't really have, aside from minecarts. But it was at 3:55 a.m. I could do my time, Pacific time. I could start doing them as late as 4:15, 4:30 a.m. without any worry about not getting the go live videos done in time for the start of my stream. Then I just need to change out the cobblestone for the gold. There we go. This way, I can get in and out of there much more easily. And here's somewhere. Whatever. All right. Hey, some copper ore. That'll be nice to have for later. Especially now that copper can be used to make stuff other than... Because if I can get my dental work done in a timely manner, I can continue to make content for you guys to enjoy. I am also considering taking on a intern to act as a moderator. The top. Let's go ahead and lay down. Drink of choice for today is Dubby Encounter Cream. It's a mango orange cream drink. Very tasty. If you want to get yours, you can head over to Play. So, Retail World of Warcraft, Classic World of Warcraft, Minecraft, Star Wars The Old Republic, Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, and Dungeons and Dragons Online. I've got like the scripts written for the first 2 episodes of each of those. I'm still tweaking things with Lookout Tower slash Lighthouse. Just a temporary marker. Alright. Take a quick nap. Alrighty, we are back from the break. Quick word from sponsor before we keep going. Today's sponsor is, of course, Dubby Energy. Dubby Energy is a great energy drink that I absolutely love. Lots of vitamins, minerals, nootropics organically derived from coffee cherries. No artificial dyes, colors, fillers, or sugar. Just good, clean energy with lots of really great flavors. The flavor I'm drinking today is Japanese soda. It's basically ramen. If you want to try some for yourself, just head over to dubby.gg. That's dubby.gg. Use promo code MACRO1. That's MACRO1 at checkout. Save 10% on your order. Help support the channel. Get yourself a great energy drink that I guarantee you're going to love. A quick serving suggestion, add a little bit of honey. Adds a really great flavor and helps stabilize the powder in the water. I also like adding a little bit of matcha powder to mine to add in some antioxidants that Dubby doesn't have, and also to add a little extra caffeine. I also have been adding some Mio Unwine. It was a complete accident yesterday, but I found that it really enhanced the flavor and actually helped because of my autism. My brain chemistry is wired a little different, so caffeine kind of makes me sleepy. Adding a little bit of the Unwind, which normally would make neurotypicals sleepy, kind of gives me a boost. So again, that's w.gg, promo code macro1 for 10% off your order and help support the channel. I have to stir this way over here because if I do it next to the microphone, it kind of kicks up some electronic interference, and it's annoying to me. And if it's annoying to me, it's going to be annoying to you. Oh, man. Adding that Mio just really makes the flavor pop. All right. Let's get back to the game. I also, because Miriam Deals was asking for the Discord earlier, I don't know if I have the Discord command active. So I just added a invite link to chat. So if anyone is wanting to join my Discord, well, as I was saying, until I replace it with a appropriate replacement system, the invite link is in the chat. There are a lot of creators that I follow that I am hoping will also be dropping Discord in favor of better options. So wow. I still can't believe that I'm actually at full inventory already. But yeah. And I know I've said this before, but I'll say it again. I do apologize if I kind of clam up. Being neurodivergent, having ASD, as well as potentially ADHD, I tend to hyperfocus. So, and when I hyperfocus, I tend to clam up. So if I stop talking, please keep that in mind and don't just immediately, especially if you pop in at a moment when I am not talking. Don't take that as, I'm not an engaged creator. I totally am. I just have a hard time with continuing to talk when there's no one around to talk to. Again, that doesn't mean I'm not ignoring you guys. It's just how my brain works for some odd reason, which I suspect may be a factor of a combination of my biological father's bipolar and my mother's my mother has her own issues. But yeah, it is. I've done some research, and it is entirely possible that my autism is a result of my parents' own neurodivergent behavior conditions. So, alright. Why is it still playing the running? Wow. Microsoft, ever since Microsoft took over Minecraft, or took over Mojang, it basically just, Minecraft has gone downhill quality wise, especially Bedrock Edition. I mean, Bedrock Edition was like one of the best ones. And when they made it so that Bedrock Edition was the basically the console edition, it made it so much easier to take a brain fart. It made it so much easier to take a world from, say, PC and move it to a console, or take a console world and move it to a PC, or to be able to access the same worlds cross-platform in general. But ever since Microsoft took over and they've started doing all these stupid UI updates, it's the, pardon the language, I do try to keep foul language to a minimum on my channel, but it is basically the enshittification of Minecraft. Like, for example, it might be hard for you guys to hear, but I can hear it plain as day, that in addition to the minecart noise, the minecart sound file being active, the walking sound file is also active for some odd reason. It shouldn't be both. It should be one or the other. If I was walking, I'd understand the walking sound file being active. But I'm in a minecart. My feet are not on the ground. Therefore, the walking sound file should not be active. But for some reason it is. And you guys are lucky that the minecart sound file is running at all, because when earlier, before the start of the stream, I was on the minecart, and the minecart sound file was not active at all. It was just the walking sound file. So Minecraft, or Microsoft, you get, or should I say Microslop, you guys should fix, instead of monkeying with the game's UI, try fixing things. Try fixing how the sound files are called up. All right, let's go ahead and okay. There we go. Let's take a look here. Okay, diorite goes here. Granite. I don't have any granite. I just have dirt. The andesite goes there. Alright, gravel goes here. The flint goes here. Dirt goes here. Alright. And then what I've been doing is I've also been going through all these other boxes and grabbing as much cobblestone as I can carry and taking that with me to my cobblestone storage facility. The traveling trader. And chicken. Alright. And then we just put all of the cobblestone away. All the cobblestone that does get put away. So the cobblestone that's on the action bar, the main action bar, that stays in my inventory because that's what I use for filling in holes and bridging gaps when I'm mining. I am seriously considering putting in the security wall around my compound and surrounding my compound with lava to prevent unwelcome guests. Especially since I had such a hard time with keeping unwanted guests out of my garden. Oh, that was such a pain in the butt. Looks like we're coming up on another ad break, so I'm going to take another ad break. When I come back, we're going to keep going. So back in 5 minutes. Don't go nowhere. I don't think there's anything really that says I can't make a campfire with charcoal. I mean, you can make torches with charcoal. Annoying. Oops. Maybe I'll take... I don't know. Maybe I'll take a side of my potatoes here and I'll put in corn instead. Alright. Let's go ahead and nap time. to get to the villages to trade with the villagers, and of course loot their places and get supplies that I need, crops that they may be growing that I want to be able to grow at my base. It's almost sundown, so let's get back over. As you can see, the observation tower is almost completed. You just gotta put a roof on it. But for the most part, it is completed, at least to the point where I have it shut off. I'm just gonna clear out all of it. Up to the next, or the last tower. Go back through, put in the torches. Continue. I hate digging through dirt. But here's a prime example of So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go until this pickaxe breaks. Unload what I've picked up in my storage room. Alrighty, we are back from the break. Might as well just wait for this last nugget to, or this last piece of ore to finish smelting. Alrighty, and back down into the mine we go. amazing how far I went before I decided to start doing the mining from the corners. There we go. Yeah. The other side seems to be a lot of water. This side seems to be a lot of not water. Also, the other side takes me into the snowy region. Whereas this side takes me off the map. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Is it? After the next break, I'm gonna spend the rest of the stream trying to uncover the covered areas of the map. Which the only update that I like is being able to hold the map in my offhand, so I can see where I am at all times. Also, an interesting snack that my wife and I have recently tried that is absolutely amazing. It's called dino eggs. You take grapes, you rinse them off. You don't dry them, you just leave them wet, and you sprinkle Kool-Aid powder over them. We use zero sugar Kool-Aid powder, and it makes them amazing. You freeze them too. Yeah, you rinse off the grapes. You sprinkle the Kool-Aid powder over them. You put them in the freezer for, I would suggest, about an hour. And they just come out really, really good. We've tried them with, or I've tried them with Tropical Punch. And then both me and my wife have tried them with cherry. And it's really good. We use the single serve packets. just because we make them in small batches. And it takes about 2 single-serve packets for a batch of dino eggs. Though I am seriously considering trying them with some dubby as well, just to make them more gamery dragon eggs or dino eggs. Make them more of a gamer snack. You do want to use a fork or some kind of pokey thing or chopsticks, especially if you can get your hands on those finger chopsticks, because they will stain, because of the Kool-Aid, they will stain your fingers. Just to let you guys know. But they are delicious. I think I might just finish off this layer of the room and then do the map exploring later or afterwards and not wait until the next break. Though for some reason the break notifications haven't been popping up, and I don't know if that's just I'm really on top of things or what, but it's all good though. Make sure that I'm not that I'm sitting up straight and I'm not slouching, because it makes it harder for me to grab good clips to make my go live videos out of. Slouching like this, it makes it hard to grab the good clips. Dang it. One thing that I can't wait to do is upgrade my home studio. A little bit. The plan was to get VRNE to pay for a complete overhaul of my studio, including a new PC, but given that they have denied my entitlement for some reason, though I do have a phone call meeting scheduled with the VRNE counselor supervisor on Friday, tomorrow, where I'm hopefully going to get the entitlement decision overturned. Like, the counselor that I was assigned didn't do a orientation at all. Simply started right off with my work history, and then based off of my currently rated disabilities and how those affect my employability, she determined that I am eligible for work, that I am able to find gainful employment. And it's like, no, that's wrong. You based it off of rated disabilities, not the disabilities that I'm currently in treatment for, or that I am seeking that I'm currently have on appeal. Yeah, I understand that, for whatever reason, the rules state that they can't take into consideration any potential rating, but the disabilities themselves, just because I'm not rated for them doesn't mean they don't exist. I have not just a VA clinician trainee saying that my PTSD is service connected, but I also have a community care therapist saying that my PTSD is service connected. And so, the PTSD and the anxiety have made it impossible to maintain gainful employment. In fact, I even stopped seeking gainful employment, and that's one reason why she claims that I am not eligible, is because I stopped looking for work. And it's like, yeah, I stopped looking for work because every place I apply, especially for remote work, either won't call me back after I've submitted the application and submitted my resume, or they do call me back and they just tell me that my knowledge base is not adequate for what they need. And it's true. My content creation knowledge, my video editing knowledge, and my multimedia graphic design knowledge is woefully out of date. It's 15 years out of date. And so I need I need VRNE's help, not only to get my knowledge base up to date, but in order for me to be successful at my self-employment goal of being a voiceover artist and content creator, I need up-to-date equipment. My desktop computer alone is several years out of date. I mean, I'm currently running off of I believe for my desktop computer, I believe I'm running a 12th gen Core i5 processor. Or maybe a 13th gen Core i5 processor. Yeah, I think a 13th gen Core i5 processor. So, let me just take a quick look here. Nope, wrong one. I'm just going to look this up real quick. So yeah, the processor in my desktop computer right now is 4 years out of date. And the processor in my laptop is 5 years out of date. And the graphics card in my laptop is an RTX 1660. It might be a 1650. So the graphics card in my laptop is 7 years old. So yeah, I mean, and the RAM in both my laptop and my desktop computer are both DDR4. So much slower and much less reliable than GDR5 or DDR5 memory. So my gear is way out of date. Plus, I'm only rocking a I think like a 550 watt, 500, 550 watt power supply in my desktop computer. I try and put a modern RTX 5000 series graphics card in this thing just to be able to have the multi-monitor set, the 3-monitor setup that I want to have, and throw in the internal capture card that I want to add into here. It's going to overload my power supply. So I need a new power supply. And if I'm going to get a new power supply, I might as well just get a whole new rig. And I can't afford that on my own, at least not yet. So I need VRNE's help if I want to have modern gear to be able to compete in a modern voiceover work and video editor content creator workspace. I need modern equipment, and I can't do that on my own, at least not yet. Not to mention the education that's required to be able to know how to use the software to be competitive in the modern content creator voiceover work market. I mean, yeah, I've got really good skills that I've taught myself, but only insofar as it comes to the kind of content that I'm creating for myself and for my channel and for my socials. I don't have the skill set to be able. I mean, most content creators and work from home designers require Adobe knowledge. I don't have Adobe knowledge. I don't know how to use After Effects. I don't know how to use Lightroom. I mean, I'm pretty good with DaVinci Resolve, but only insofar as taking my 30-second Twitch clips and turning them into TikTok and Instagram and YouTube Shorts compatible clips, videos. So as far as DaVinci Resolve goes, I mean, I've got some knowledge. I'm able to do some stuff, but for the most part, I don't know how to do color correction or any, more advanced techniques. And that's where I would need to be able to go and take the courses to be able to learn that stuff. And then as far as the voiceover work, I need the education to be able to take those classes, to be able to learn those skills, proper mic techniques and stuff like that. And then also the gear needed to be able to properly sound insulate my home studio so that I can do the recording and everything. And of course, this all goes back to my disability rating needs to be updated, and the VA just is, dicking around and not taking my claim seriously. Alright, we finally got some lapis going. Finally got something other than iron or copper ore. Okay. There we go. That iron ore up there is too far up for me to reach, realistically. And that is why I am ignoring it. Alright. We're in the home stretch here. to give it 5 more minutes, and then I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break, run another set of ads, and then we will start the exploration journey. Let me just finish this up. Perfect. Okay, let me go ahead. Oh, need to finish that. Let me go ahead and get the next bit set up here. Okay. And then we'll take that break. And when I come back from the break, we will go exploring after I put away all the materials that we've dug up so far. So we're just getting these water or flood retention walls set up. All right. All right. So I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break, run another set of ads. When I come back, we are going to go topside, put away all the materials that we've collected, get another stack of torches, and then we're going to go map exploring. So back in 5 minutes. Don't go nowhere. I'm going to have to take care of that issue later. See, this side is mostly underwater. The other side is mostly under rock. So, under stone. So we don't have to worry about. So you want to first build up a pole. Then build up the actual lights. You want to leave that center clear because you're going to need that. Basically, since there's no such thing as taxi flights or taxi rides in Minecraft, I'm basically creating a taxi ride of sorts, an automated travel system that unfortunately Minecraft doesn't really have aside from minecarts. But I mean, and if somebody were to be visiting, I could just tell them, just if you get lost in the mine, look for the central columns with the extra torches. If I really wanted to get fancy, what I would do is start that's just so I can mark where my towers are inside, so I can see them. I could see where the towers are in case I have to make an emergency ditch out of the minecart for whatever reason. I know where I can go to get out. Not exactly sure how I'm going to fill up my livestock paddock, but I may have to resort to going into creative mode just to get livestock. I don't know if I should do, like a full stock, or if I should just make a breeding pair of each. More crystal. Interesting is there's going to be a pathway of kelp on the surface of the water. Oops. All right, we are back from the break. Sorry. You know, I never had any problems with post-nasal drip or allergies or anything like that until my time in the Navy. Even though I wasn't exposed to toxic burn pits specifically, I'm wondering. Ooh, excuse me. I'm wondering if perhaps I was exposed to something, especially given that there was while I was on base in Fort Worth, Texas, there was a chemical plant explosion that caused toxic fumes to be released into the air, and we were on shelter-in-place orders for a couple of days. And so I have to wonder if perhaps the shelter-in-place order and the subsequent toxic fumes that I was exposed to at that time might have something to do with my breathing problems now. And I'm wondering if maybe that's something I should bring up with my attorney. The fact that while I was at a U.S. base in the state of Texas, and so it wasn't technically anywhere near any of the bases where toxic exposure was an issue. I was exposed to toxic fumes at some point. Yes, it was a single exposure, but it was an exposure nonetheless that caused that may have caused some issues. I'll have to see what my attorney says about that. If that's something we can explore, or if I should let it go, as the song goes. Okay, I need that stack of torches. New diorite. There is some granite. And we do have some andesite. Gravel. Flint. And dirt. Oh, yeah. I'm like, why didn't I pick up that leash? The reason being that my inventory is full. Alright. There we go. Grab the empties. Put them away. Grab 2 new lava buckets. Oh. Grab the leftover ingots from the last batch. Actually, I'm thinking that this might just be next week. I'm definitely going to do some map exploration. But this week, I think, is just going to be getting ready for the exploration trip. You know, getting this stuff finished, getting my inventory ready for the trip. Making sure I know making sure I have what I need. As far as supplies. So, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're going to get ready for the exploration trip, but the expedition to uncover the rest of the covered areas of the map. Ugh. Do, do, do. Check the time. It's midday still. Ugh. Okay, first things first. Yeah, that's... let's grab one of those. Oh. Would help if we were in creative mode so that we can grab all the gear that we need. Okay. Go with definitely want to have a compass and a clock with us. Don't need the oak hanging signs. Okay. Oh, I don't even need to do that. I could just grab the crystals I need. Okay. So apparently that crystal doesn't work. So I guess I need shards. next thing we want is the books I will need. Okay, let's go. Feather falling, fire protection. Let's go projectile protection. Let's go respiration. I know some of these aren't going to actually work, but depth strider. Aqua affinity. All right, let's build these books up. All right. We're going to make sure that all these books are ready to go in full. Really? So only half of them will get fire protection, the other half will get projectile protection. So we can get rid of these other 2 fire protection books. All right. And let's get one more set of books. We'll get these. And yeah, we'll take care of these first. All right. So that's where we're going to end things for today. I want to thank you all for joining me. You've been awesome. I will be back on tomorrow at 6 a.m. Pacific time playing some Magic the Gathering Arena, continuing or restarting my climb through the rank play ladder now that the new season has started. So until tomorrow at 6 a.m. Pacific time, I want to say peace out, stay frosty, have a great day, and please stick around for the raid.
This is how the story ends. I've read between the lines. Your pages are a mystery. Your words are undefined. You buried all your secrets there for one of us to find. You wrote them on the pages bare, between the covers bind.